Boom! Let's go. Good evening, my people. How are you guys doing tonight? If you're here right now, leave a comment in the comment section. Let me be sure you are here. Give me some thumbs up. Give me some thumbs up in the comment section. Let me be sure that you are here. How are you guys doing? Welcome to tonight's class. Okay, we're going to be starting in a few minutes. We'll be starting by 8:05. But for now, I want to know, what is your name and where are you tuning in from? Where are you tuning in from? I want to know in the comment section. That night you have been waiting for is finally here. You're going to be hearing this thing firsthand. You're going to be understanding this thing firsthand and deciphering for yourself. How am I going to make money online? How is this? Does this make sense? Right? What do I need to know to make money online? Right? Welcome to tonight's class. I see you guys. I see Clementina from Kogi. I see Lawson from Port Harcourt. I see Lucky from Ghana. I see Becky from Jos. I see Wari, Abuja, Lagos. Welcome. We're going to be starting in a bit. Let's use a little time to wait for other people, just a little 2 minutes, right? Because I don't know how you want to work for American businesses and you're coming late. These guys, they don't tolerate late coming. They do not tolerate late coming, right? So, but tonight is going to be an amazing night. Awesome to have you guys here. Okay, we're going to be starting in 3 minutes.
About the things that he really takes his time to explain things to you. I mean, you don't ever get stuck when Golibe teaches you. It takes time to answer your questions, just making the whole journey easy.
Golibe actually personally took me by the hand and he showed me not just how to write, copy that converts, but he also taught me how to make money when you're using copywriting. In January 2023, I made my first $1,000 online writing copy. I've never made any money online before. So for me, it's a dream come true. I believe it's going to be a continuous following Golibe's.
I don't work with Nigerian clients. I just work with foreign clients who pay well in dollars. In 2022, it was a good year because I made more money than I've ever made in my entire life. I did the calculations around that's the tail end of 2022, around December, and the total income I got from writing copy for clients was around, I think, over $5,000. That's apart from the naira that I made. Any course, any coaching, any ebook or whatsoever that's coming from my chief, you will get it, do whatever he tells you to do, and get the result.
I got a client last 2 days. I signed a Canadian email marketing agency, which are going to be paying me like $800 per month, which is roughly 500k naira. So I'm excited. Like, whoever is looking forward to getting into this course, I highly recommend. Thank you so much, Golibe. God bless.
Awesome. So let's go. Okay, we have about a minute to go. I want you guys to do something. Get a pen, get a book. If you don't have enough data, subscribe a little bit of data. You are going to be learning something amazing tonight, right? So I need you guys to be ready for this. Get ready. We are going to be starting soon. I can see Victoria from Lagos. I can see Oladipo from Sangota. Welcome. If you're here, just say your name and where you're from. We're going to be starting in a bit.
Coaching. I've made over $500,000 naira simply writing emails alone. What I really like about Golibe's coaching is that he really takes his time to explain things to you. I mean, you don't ever get stuck when Golibe teaches you. It takes time to answer your questions, just making the whole journey easy.
Golibe actually personally took me by the hand and he showed me not just how to write, copy that converts, but he also taught me how to make money when you're using copywriting. In January 2023, I made my first $1,000 $2,000 online writing copy. I've never made any money online before. So for me, it's a dream come true. Every day is going to be a continuously following Golibe's.
So I don't work with Nigerian clients. I just work with foreign clients who pay well in dollars. 2020 was a good year. I made more money than I've ever made in my entire life. I did the calculations around that's the tail end of 2022, around December, and the total income I got from writing copy for clients was around, I think, over $5,000. That's apart.
Okay, let's go. Welcome to tonight's class. How are you guys doing? Tonight, I'm going to be feeding off your energy. Any energy you give me is what we're going to be going with, right? Tonight is that night you have been praying for, that night you have been waiting for, to understand how these people are making money online legitimately, right? So pay close attention tonight. I'm going to be showing you how I make millions every single month, writing for American companies, and how you too can go from zero to making $500 to $2,000 online from your bedroom. Right? So I want you guys to do something tonight. If you're listening to me, if you're following me, anytime you're following me tonight and listening to me, drop fire emojis in the comment section, right? Like I said, I want to work with your energy tonight. Let's go. So we're also going to be talking about something. We'll be talking about artificial intelligence. Number one thing you need to note, never learn a skill that can easily be replaced by artificial intelligence. Before we start, you need to start jotting this down already. Note this, never learn a skill that will easily be replaced by artificial intelligence. There are a lot of reasons for this, but we'll be talking about that later. One of them is, right now, it will be paying a very little amount. If you learn a skill that can be replaced by artificial intelligence, it will be paying you almost nothing. Then number two, of course, you'll be replaced and you'll be out of your job. But I'll be talking about that later. I have a degree in computer engineering and I studied artificial intelligence. This is not someone told me or I actually studied it. So I'm going to be telling you from a point of knowledge, from a point of experience, right? So I want to guarantee you something today. I see the fire emojis in the comment section. Awesome. Stick to this class. It will be about 45 minutes to an hour, right? I will show you exactly how people like you, from JAM students to pregnant women, are making $500, $1,000, $2,000 every single month from their bedroom using just their smartphone, right? And there is one thing about this. One thing I want you to note is this, that when it comes to making money online, right, you need to first of all understand that it is all about, do you have value? Do you have a valuable skill? Right? We're coming to that. But I'll be giving you something. By the end of this class, I'm going to be giving you something, a special gift for, 100 plus companies that are looking for hundreds of copywriters, right now. So I'll be giving you those companies and how to reach out to them, right, and get your jobs. This is the new year, right? And a lot of people are looking to employ copywriters this new year. I'm going to be telling you the reason in a bit, right? So there are 3 copywriting secrets to your first $500 to $2,000. I'm going to be showing you a part to this, then I'll be telling you about these 3 secrets. Every single thing I'm sharing with you tonight is important. So don't lose me. Stay with me. So secret number 1, creating irresistible testimonials. Secret number 2, secret number 3, we'll be coming to that. How do you get this money into your African Nigerian bank account, right? So over 450 people have used these 3 secrets and these things that I'm going to teach you tonight to make at least $500, $1,000, $2,000 every single month, right? So I need you to pay rapt attention, okay? People like Jamil Babs, there are a lot of them, right? So I'll be trying to skip some of this. But Jamil Babs is a student of Uni Lorraine and he makes $2,000 as a student. So let's get right into it. Before we get to XYZ, I will be telling you about ABC, right? Like I said earlier, I want to make sure but I start from the very foundation. Okay, you learn 1, 2, 3 before you learn 10, 11, 12, right? So these are the 4 things I need you to note first. When it comes to making money online as a writer, as a bedroom writer, you need to understand this. Number 1, all you need is your phone. The device you are using to watch this right now, that is all you need. Something that has access to the internet. That is all you need. Number 2, can you speak simple primary 5 English? If you are here expecting that, oh, since you heard it is writing, you're expecting that you need to speak Queen's English, write like Wole Soyinka or Shakespeare, thou art. No, this is not for you. Here, the goal of this type of writing I am showing you tonight is communication. The reason these American businesses are employing you is for you to help them communicate with their customers. So nobody cares about big grammar, thou art, ostentatious. Nobody cares about all those things. What we care about here is what? Can you communicate in primary 5 English? And I'm sure that if you're listening to me right now, you're seeing what's on your screen, you are someone who can communicate in simple primary 5 English, right? So that is number 2. Number 3 is, even if you have never been paid online before, it doesn't matter. I'm going to be showing you how all that is done. And number 4, you do not need to have passion for writing. Some people think, oh, they need to be a creative genius. You don't need all those things. I studied computer engineering, waiting concern computer engineering and writing, but I'm making millions from this. I have mentees who studied maths. I have mentees who did a lot of other things, right? So I need you to focus on these things as we go on tonight. If you're feeling me tonight, if you're hearing me tonight, I need fire in the comment section. That's my language, right? So, warning, I am not here to introduce you to any of these stupid platforms that promise people money. Put 100K and get 300 in 24 hours. I am not here to show you any of that nonsense. Here, you're going to be acquiring a skill and using that skill to make money. So if you think this is it, please, this is not. Let's set the foundation straight, right? How do people actually make legitimate money online? How? When it comes to making legitimate money as a whole, what happens? A student goes to school, learns medical skills for 6 years, and comes out and says, oh, I'm now a medical doctor, employ me, right? And that medical doctor uses those skills that he or she has learned. They use it to save lives, and they are paid for saving lives. You must be paid for bringing something to the table. Money doesn't just fall from the sky. There is no magic scheme here. There is nothing. It is all about the skill you are offering, the value you are bringing to the table. For example, another example, a cleaner works in a hospital. A cleaner cleans the floor and is paid for cleaning the floor. You must do something. You must provide value in exchange for money. The moment there is no value being exchanged for money, run. Right? So, the way legitimate money has been made since the time of Caesar, since the time of Abraham, this is the way money has been made. You do something of value, then they pay you for your work. You go to university, you acquire lawyer skills, engineering skills, then you come out and you build roads and you're paid for building roads. You need to always understand this. To make money legitimately, you must ask yourself, what can I give in order to get? What can I offer in exchange for money? Because this is where a lot of people get it wrong. And it affects every other thing about them when it comes to making money online. Right? So this is how money is made in real life. Okay? In our day-to-day lives. Someone goes to school, learns medicine for 6 years, then comes back, offers those skills, saves lives in the hospital. Right? And they are paid for doing that. And there is something else. There is a reason, pay close attention. There is a reason a medical doctor is paid more than a cleaner. Remember the example I gave you. A medical doctor goes to a hospital and saves lives and is paid. A cleaner cleans the floor and is paid. They are both offering something of value, right? But why is a medical doctor paid more than a cleaner? I'm going to be using this to explain more to you tonight. Pay attention. So making money online follows this same pattern. You simply offer something. It could be a product, it could be a service, but you're now offering it on the internet in exchange for money. Simple. My Yoruba people will say, Otito. That is it. You offer something of value over the internet in exchange for money. And now, this is why when you help American businesses, they will pay you in dollars. Whatever the Naira, if the Naira is going up or your local currency is dancing, it doesn't matter because you are paid in dollars. So to make money online, you need to ask, what can I offer or give people that they will pay me money for? What can I give people over the internet now? The way a medical doctor goes, learns medical skills, then offers it in the hospital in exchange. But now, what can you give people over the internet in exchange for money? In today's class, what we are offering to people over the internet is we are offering copywriting services to American businesses, and we are getting paid in dollars for our services. Does this make sense? Please, the moment this makes sense, I want to see fire emojis in the comment section. Right? You can see what Iroluwa said. The best decision I made this year was learning a digital skill. Second best decision was, and he still is learning on that. This man is a genius. He knows this copywriting thing. Okay. Right? So you see that the moment you learn this thing, it could as well be the best decision you have made in your life. Let's come to that. Right? So you have introduced myself. Let me do mine. I am Golibe Ilechukwu, and I am a copywriter. I currently live in Lekki, Lagos. Right? But this copywriting thing that I learned changed the direction of my life. It changed everything for me. Now, I'm considered top 40 copywriter in the world. This was in 2021. As of 2021, by a US company, Copy Legends, I was voted top 40 copywriters in the world. This is above copywriting legends like Frank Kern, Chase Diamond. You can see my little face there having a meeting with Copy Legend CEO, Matt Bokensetti, right? And this is me with Tayo Aina on the right of your screen. I don't know if you guys know Tayo Aina. Did a documentary on with Davido and has a lot of subscribers on YouTube, right? This is me with Honorable Okin Alabi. We were working on a project together. I was helping him do something as a copywriter. He's my friend. This is me with the co-founder of Piggyvest. What am I trying to say? You need to understand something about success. Success leaves clues. Success leaves clues. All you need to do is to go and copy that success. Okay? All you need to do is, what is this person doing that is right? Let me go and copy it. Success always leaves clues, right? And this is Aproko Doctor following me on Twitter. If you find me on Twitter now, I have more than 30,000 followers on Twitter. Just Golibe Ilechukwu. You can Google my name on any platform, right? And this is me with an associate of Aliko Dangote. This guy sits on the same board with Aliko Dangote in a $150 million firm, right? This guy has shared the same stage with Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. His name is Dr. Jeku Ozemene. This is me having tea in his family house. I need you to understand something, that when it comes to making money, when it comes to being a success, you grow, you do not blow. You grow, you do not blow. I need you to first of all take away that mentality of Ponzi, put money here to multiply or expect money. No, it is a process, right? So I've told you two things. Success leaves clues. Number two, you grow, you do not blow. But it wasn't always this way. The truth is, I came from the most humble background. My father died before I was. This changed everything for us. My mother, on her own, had to fend for 5 children. And this thing, she had to sleep in the hospital. She had to work so many jobs. This thing led her to have severe backache. And this was the moment I said, enough is enough. You can see my young face with my mother during my time in the university, right? I had to say enough is enough. Later, we're going to be talking about that deciding factor in your life. When is enough actually enough? There must be something, right? So I made a lot of mistakes that I see a lot of you making right now. I started making money online 8 years ago, right? And during this time, I made a lot of mistakes before I had that breakthrough. And I want to be talking about these mistakes as we go on. So pay rapt attention. Okay? So this thing that helped everything change for me, now I've been able to retire my mother. Now my mother lives a soft life. She's retired. I retired her. I send her 6 figures every single month. Right? For me, this was the most important thing for me. Not the cars I have, not the houses I have. No, it was all about my mother. That's my most important accomplishment. Right? So for me to achieve this, I had to have mistakes that I made. And I see you making these mistakes right now. I get messages all the time on Instagram, on Twitter. How do I make money online? And I see these mistakes happen over and over again. Pay attention. So when I started making money in 2016 or so, I tried crypto trading. I put my money in MMM. I tried to do all these things just to make sure that I become successful at this. But they all failed. My money is still in MMM up to today. Then crypto trading, it was so volatile. I put my money expecting, waiting for it to enter or for it not to enter. Speculations. Then I started blogging. Then we had Linda Ikeji, a big blogger. Oh, she used it to buy a house. I started blogging, right? And it transitioned into a travel agency. I used to blog about traveling around the world, or rather around Nigeria, because I was just traveling around the East then. So I took people on tours, all this just to make money. But things were still not going well. I had a travel company, consulted with Mr. Ibu. Even Mr. Ibu was behind this business. I had a lot of followers. People were shouting wow, wow on the internet. But something was wrong. There was no money. Right? So my mistake here was this. I was trying my hands on anything to make money from the internet. But I was not thinking about how can I offer some value in exchange for immense money. Understand this today, that you are paid in proportion to the value you bring to the table. Are you with me tonight? If you're with me, drop some fire emojis in the comment section. I remember telling you something, that in the same hospital, a medical doctor is paid way more than a cleaner. Why? Because a medical doctor offers something of more value. I mean, they save lives. So why wouldn't they be paid higher than a cleaner that maybe just clean? Respect to cleaners. For the cleaners I have, my life will be horrible. Right? Respect to them. But in the context of this explanation, you need to understand something, that there is a reason people are paid way more than the other. And that is what I am showing you tonight. There is a reason a medical doctor is paid than a cleaner, and it's because of what? This doctor offers something of more value.
Okay, I found this on the web for as it is in a medical doctor is pre-modern cleaner, and it's because of what this doctor offers. Check it out.
I don't know what Siri is doing. Sorry about that. Okay, so you see that you need to learn a skill that is valuable, a skill that is in demand. These skills are called high income skills. So that you are paid $5,000, $7,000, $8,000. I know these numbers might sound crazy to you, but these things are very, very easy. We see this in our everyday life. You have seen their testimonials. But you need to understand that this money is exchanging hands every single day. You'll be complaining that the economy is bad, but people are buying cars. How? One of the ways is earning in dollars, right? So when on this my journey, I discovered Sir Ikenna Ronald Zimora, right? Sir Ronald, I discovered him on YouTube, and he was talking about this thing called copywriter. And I was like, what's this? You know? And it was this discovery that led me down a rabbit hole. I started studying, going online, finding courses, paying for all these things in dollars. Because all these Oyibo guys, there are some things they will teach you, you don't even understand it as someone in Africa, right? I was cracking my head until I got it. I understood how to write for American businesses from the comfort of my home, and I got paid in dollars for doing this. And this particular thing has helped me travel all over to different countries, buy whatever I want to buy. You know, this is my SUV, my Lekki duplex, and so on and so forth, right? But it all changed when I understood one thing. And I want to show you guys that tonight. Remember, I told you guys, follow me. Follow me. Right? If you're with me, let me see fire emojis in the comment section. I want to be sure that you guys are with me here. Let me see that. Sylvester, I see the fire emojis. Awesome. Amazing. I see Paul, I see Nkem, I see Victoria. Amazing. Okay, we are here together. Let's go. So I need to first of all ask you a very important question. What can $500 do for you? Now, $500 is 400,000 naira, 500,000 naira. We don't even know what it is, and I don't care anymore. Right? What can $500 do for you? What can $1,000 do for you? Can it take care of your loved ones? What can it do for you right now? This is a very honest question. Can it solve your problem right now? Can it make you stop looking at the price every time you go to the market? You look at the price, you price. If you go to the shopping mall, you're always looking at the label, trying to find out how much. Are you not tired? When will it stop? There is a difference between respect, and fear. If you want your people to respect you, you have to earn it. If you want your wife to respect you, you have to earn it. If you want your siblings to Okay, can you guys hear me clearly? I want to be sure. I don't know. One of my networks is shaky. Okay, so I want to show you how worthless $500 is in the American economy. Right? This $500 we're talking about, that people might make it seem like it is a big thing. It is actually nothing. Let me show you what I mean. If you make a Google search right now, the minimum wage in the United States per year, it is more than $15,000. And more than $15,000 means that every single month, this person is paid about $1,300 or so. In Naira, that's $1 million per month. This is the minimum wage. This is what they pay waiters, people who serve drinks. This is what they pay who? This is what they pay the minimum wage, cleaners. If they can pay them this money, how much you, a copywriter that is in high demand? I remember telling you guys this, that copywriters are currently in high demand. This new year, there is a huge demand for copywriters. If the US pays minimum wage of $15,000 a year, how much you that is a copywriter that is in high demand? Of course, you guys know how this high demand thing works, right? Remember when a lot of Nigerians needed cash, Naira, right, during the cash crunch? A lot of Nigerians needed the Naira. What happened? Because of we needed it too much, people, to get your 10,000 Naira, you will pay 4,000 Naira in POS. You will pay anything just to get your Naira. Because of what? There is high demand. When there's high demand for something, people pay anything to get it. So this is how, what happened during the cash crunch, you needed 10,000 Naira cash. People were paying 4,000 Naira just to withdraw in POS. So when there is high demand for something, people pay anything for that thing. If you make a Google search right now, how many businesses are in need of copywriters? You will see that there are 34 million businesses in the United States alone looking for copywriters. So there is so much demand, especially now. So what is $500? What is that? You see that $1,000, $2,000 is highly feasible. See, let's move into AI and copywriting. Artificial intelligence and copywriting. The truth is, soon more jobs will be lost. People will keep losing their jobs. People will be replaced by intelligent machines. You can ask your grandparents those days, right? There was a time in the factory, they needed so many people to do a lot of things in factory work, right? Maybe people that produce biscuits, they'll tell you mix the biscuit, do this, put it inside the carton, use sellotape, cover it. Human beings did all this. But at a point, machines were created that replaced those human beings. And this is the same thing. When people talk about AI, they talk about it like it is such a big thing, right? No, it is the same thing. But people that see this as a big thing is when you don't offer a job, that is high income, you don't do a job that is in demand, then of course, artificial intelligence will replace you. Remember this analogy. So there is a reason AI cannot replace copywriters. Remember what I told you guys in the beginning. I told you guys that everything I'm telling you tonight are all intertwined, so pay attention. Remember what I told you guys in the beginning, that when it comes to copywriting, what we are trying to do is to help American businesses communicate with their customers. When you receive emails, all those emails you receive are written by copywriters. But there's one thing about copywriting. Like I said, the first thing is you want to communicate. The number two is you need to understand humans. You need to understand people. A copywriter's sole job is to help businesses communicate with their customers and help them sell. But before you sell anything to anybody, you need to first of all understand them. Pay close attention. The reason copywriting cannot be replaced like other jobs is because of what? The human factor. So as a copywriter, you need to understand your customer. I'll be telling you more about this, right? But when it comes to copywriting, it's not just like any other form of writing, like content writing or whatever kind of writing. Here, you're trying to help businesses communicate with their audience, understand their audience better, and help them sell, right? And for this to happen, you need to be empathic. You need to have human emotions. You need to understand what this person is going through. Let me give you an example, right? A lady wakes up with a lot of pimple on her face and she's pained. Now, let's start with this very simple example. Now, at work, she's if you guys can hear me clearly, do tell me. I want to be sure that we are still here. If you can hear me clearly, drop fire emojis in the comment section. Can you guys hear me clearly? Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So when it comes to this copywriting thing, look at it. So a lady has pimples on her face, right? So she goes to work and her boss tells her, you cannot go and do marketing for us, or your face has pimple. You cannot talk to customers. Please come and stay behind. She feels bad. Her co-workers talk to her. Say, this thing on your face, what is going on? Right? At home, maybe men now stop talking to her. You see that all these things are emotional reasons. It is not just, she wants to clear the pimple on her face. It is more about, okay, I need to clear this pimple on my face so that men will keep talking to me. I'm a beautiful woman. I don't want men to stop talking to me. I don't want to lose my place at my job. Now they are not telling me to go behind. Right? So you understand that these are human emotions. And as a copywriter, you need to understand these human emotions. And this is the very reason why artificial intelligence cannot replace copywriting, because it is a computer. It cannot process emotions. Are you guys with me tonight? Humans can process emotions. Computers cannot. AI cannot, right? So if you look at, do you guys know Canva? If you guys have heard of Canva, tell me Canva in the comment section. I want to be sure that we are still here together. If you guys have heard of Canva, tell me Canva in the comment section. There was a time graphics designers used to reign. I'm a graphics designer. I can do this. I can do that. right? But what happened? Canva was created, and before you know, Canva replaced graphic designers. Because what? You can now put together a thing or two on your Canva and you post. It did not replace it entirely, but it really affected graphics designers, right? Because everybody can now do their graphics on their stuff, right? So, but when you understand human emotions, when you see that there is a high demand for your skills as a copywriter, because of what? It is all about human emotions. You see that artificial intelligence cannot come near it. If you open your phone right now, you will have emails from different companies. This is an email from Tix Africa. This is an email from Zenith Bank. There are different emails that you receive every single day. These things are simply written by copywriters. Is this clear? Right? So I'll be telling you more about this. So we have talked about number one, how legitimate money is made online. Number two, mistakes I made in my 8 years of making money online. Number three, how much in demand copywriting is. I told you guys about this. Then number four, AI and how it will replace so much jobs but cannot replace copywriting because of the human factor. The three copywriting secrets to your first $500 to $2,000 in 28 days. Pay attention. You know, a lot of people, you don't understand this very popular American proverb, pride is the devil. I need you to pay attention. Learn to be humble to achieve what you want. This is me teaching 22-year-olds, 55-year-olds, 60-year-olds. Right? And this is also me and my boxing coach. If he says sit down, I sit down. If he says stand up, I stand up. If he says punch, jab, jab, right hook, I do it immediately. Right? So you need to learn how to be humble and pay rapt attention. Okay? So secret number one, creating irresistible proposals and samples using swipe files. I need to understand that swipe files are like past question paper. Remember when you were in uni, right? Or you were in secondary school, and in secondary school, they will tell you, oh, study this past question paper, it will come out in WAEC. Right? That is the same thing here. It is very simple. Most things that former copywriters have done, those things they did that were successful, you want to go and copy them. This is the way you can make money from copywriting in the shortest possible time. This is secret number one. This is the first hack. These are what swipe files are called. You collect past question paper. Do you guys remember when you were in secondary school, maybe when you were writing WAEC, there are some questions that they will even repeat exactly verbatim. The same question, they repeat exactly the same thing, and you write and enjoy yourself, right? So in this case, you're simply getting successful write-ups from successful copywriters like myself and a lot of other people, right? And people all over the world. You're going to be getting them. I have people from America, England, and the rest. You get their swipe files and you use it to become successful at this in the shortest possible time. Nobody cares about your certificate here. Leave that at the door. Nobody cares about your resume. Oh, let me arrange my CV. Nobody cares about that here. Throw away your CV. Now, what these people care about is one thing and one thing alone. What can you bring to the table? What can you come to offer us? Something of value. What can you bring to the table? And the only way they can know this is by you showing them your what? Your proposal. Showing them your sample. Right? So you get these successful write-ups of successful copywriters. You get it. Then you copy them. Use them to create samples for yourself. And these are the things you submit. Like I said, if you have a bachelor's degree, if you have worked in an industry for 5 years, if you have WAEC, nobody cares here. There are common jambites making money from this thing because they follow this simple thing I am telling them. I don't want you to overcomplicate anything. Pay rapt attention, right? So anything I'm telling you, make sure you follow simple instructions. Okay? So this is secret number 1, and we'll be breaking this thing down more. Okay? Secret number 2, diabolic positioning for the big 5. I know when people see diabolic, they say, why diabolic? Right? Simply, what we are trying to use here is irresistible. You are so good that you cannot be ignored. Right? It is like magic to them. That's what we mean here by diabolic positioning. It is like madness. It is like magic. When you position yourself, people in the big 5 will give you a lot of money. Now, when I'm mentioning these things, they now come easy to you. Like I'm just, he's mentioning it. It took me a lot of suffering to realize there is something called the big 5. I suffered to discover the big 5. When I started as a copywriter, I'll be writing for Nigerian companies, from Ghanaian companies, for some Cameroonian companies, and I was making peanuts. But the moment I discovered this big 5, it was over. How do you position yourself so that you will not attract Nigerian businesses? How do you diabolically position yourself so that you attract only the big 5? US, Canada, UK, Australia, and United Arab Emirates. These are the 5 people that have a lot of money. The worst thing you ever do is to work for a business that doesn't have money. They will use you and use you and use you. You want to work for a business that money is gushing out. So when you say $4,000, it's like nothing to them. And these are the businesses in the big 5. So secret number 2 is, how do you position yourself for the big 5? Right? So jot these things down. We're going to be summarizing all of them in secret number 3. This particular thing, this diabolic positioning, is what I taught Zainab. Zainab finished NYSC and was confused on the next thing to do with her life. And I showed her these things. And 3 weeks in, she was making $440. And she currently works with a real estate firm making $2,000. You need to understand these things. So when I'm saying pay attention, please do. Secret number 3, getting that money into your African bank account. Because some people think that this is the problem. This is nothing. This is not a problem. It is easy when you know how to do it. And there are hacks. Because there are some people that you, maybe $1,000, you want to convert it to Naira, they will pay you like 500,000 Naira. But you don't want that. You want to convert in such a way that $1,000 will be 1 million Naira using the current exchange rate. Some people will try to use, some companies use different exchange rates so that they can make money from it. I'll be giving you the hacks to use the most recent companies that will give you good rates. Right? So let's get into the practical case study. Let me show you exactly how this works. So this is Dr. Sean Smith. He reached out to me himself, right? And he said the name of his company is the name of his company is My Black Diabetes Meal Plan. It is in the United States. The owner is Dr. Sean Smith. What they do is simply they create meal plans for diabetics. People who have diabetes, they don't eat some certain amount of food. They don't eat some kinds of food. They don't, socialize some kind of way, right? So this brand, what they do is to make sure they create good meals for them, meal plans for them, so that even if they are eating whatever they are eating, they will not lose the taste of life, right? Imagine someone tells you, you cannot eat anything, the only thing you can eat in this world is rice. You start to miss other types of food. So what this company does is they help you still live a good life by eating any food you like, any of your favorite food, in a nice way, in a little quantity or whatever. So this guy, he reached out to me. You can see on your screen, 1st September 2020. He reached out to me saying that I'm looking for a powerful copywriter to sell you in a new startup and so on and so forth. Right? So we got talking. These were our messages. We got talking. You need to note their time zones, right? Note their time zones. Okay, so EST is Eastern Time in Chicago, United States. That is the Black American part of the US. So you can see me and Dr. Sean Smith on a meeting. You can see him here on the right and me on the top right. You can see my little face there. He talked about what his business was all about, right? Broke these things down on a video call. And that was it. I started writing for his business and I was making dollars. It is that simple, right? But now the question is, how do you position yourself so that people will reach out like how Dr. Sean Smith reached out to me? I'll be showing you how to make clients enter your DMs. This is Captain Arinze Odera. I entered my DM saying he wanted to work with me. This is Walter Brown. Entered my DM, said they wanted to work with me. This was 2020. This was 2021. How do you get these people to reach out to you and pay you? This is what we mean by diabolic positioning. This was February 2021, and you can see the two payments I received here from Flutterwave settlement report, Flutterwave settlement report, right? You can see payment one was 22nd February 2021, 481 USD. And in Naira, that was 186,000 Naira. The exchange rate then was just 388. This is 22nd February. The second was on 24th February, 481, 186,000 Naira. So you need to understand something, that the more the dollar is doing anyhow, the more money you make. Because as of then, see what the exchange rate was, 388. Now it is, right? For the cash out, right? So I need you to understand that once you follow these rules, you're going to be making a lot of money. This is Dolabo Hamzat, someone his father disowned. And now he's able to travel to Rwanda on a 3-week vacation because he understood how to attract clients. There are two ways of making money as a copywriter. Number one is reaching out to clients, and number two is attracting them. You're going to be learning the two of them. But of course, you know that it is way easier when you attract, when you position yourself and attract these guys. It is way easier, right? Because you don't have to stress yourself reaching out, telling this client, oh, work with me and all that. Okay, so this is Mr. Adebayo. He posted on Upwork, and I decided to reach out to him, right? Oh, I want to work for this company. What they do is their product is pleasure toys for unsatisfied married women. They sell pleasure toys, right? That's a very crazy niche. It's not everybody that would like to write for them. But I was interested because I've written for almost any niche possible. I've written for health, finance, but I wanted to write for this relationship niche and sex niche. I wanted to write for it. So you see that there are so many niches in the world and so many companies. If you want to write for health, there are plenty companies under health. If you want to write for finance, there are plenty companies under finance. If you want to write for relationship, there are plenty companies under relationship. Anything at all, right? So you see that he posted this on Upwork. He posted this, that he needed an email, someone to come and write emails for him, right? And I sent him a proposal. This was my cover letter, right? And we started talking. We got on a Google Meet, we talked, and this was it. We moved to WhatsApp chat, and this was it, right? After the call, payment received. So another thing you need to know how to do is to negotiate. And I'll be showing you all these things. Oh, okay, now you want to pay me this amount. You can pay me $100 up front and pay me the remaining $900, right? As the job goes on. Amazing, right? So here, you can see that he paid me the first $100, and that was 74,000 naira, right? You can see it on your screen, gray. Then from there, it was converted to naira. In naira, 74,000 naira, and so on. So one of the platforms you can use to receive money is gray.co, right? Receiving money is not a problem, okay? So one of the platforms you can use is gray.co, right? Amazing. So I need you to understand that this thing is something that you can easily do. And this is what Victoria Desamuel used to make 500,000 naira. This was what she used. I'm sure you guys remember Victoria Desamuel from way earlier.
Like about Golibe's coaching is that he
is Victoria Desamuel. So very simply, I want to ask a question. If I were to hold you by hand and show you how to do this thing one step after the other, would this be of interest to you? I want to see in the comment section, would this be of interest to you if I were to hold you by hand and answer every question you have every step of the way? Would this be of interest to you? These are NYSC coppers, right? Scrambling under the sun, serving their country. And they will be paid 40,000 naira every month. I think that's the minimum wage in Nigeria, 40K, about that. They're paid that every single month. Some will teach, then they will come and do marching. Some will teach and come and go under the sun, scrambling. After graduating from the university, you spend 4 years in the university, years in secondary school, and after all these things, what? 40,000 naira. Let's not talk about the unemployment rate. It is staggering, right? So I want to introduce you to something, the PCI copywriting program. And it is very simple. This is not a course. If you're expecting all this, come and collect PDF that you read, all this course, please, this is not for you. You can leave this and say thank you for what you have learned, right? So I'm not here to show you all this 1,000 naira, 2,000 naira, 5,000 naira PDFs and courses. No, I hate courses and I detest courses, and I'll be showing you why. But before then, let's move this way. See, the way I teach is stupid simple that anybody will understand immediately and start making money. Because of what? I simply model the way you were taught in secondary school. The way you were taught in secondary school, it was not just take textbook and go, take PDF and go. It was something more. There is a reason Madam Bifa from Cameroon said this. Give it to Golibe. When it comes to teaching copywriting, he handholds and takes you step by step through the journey. He's very much aware that not everyone assimilates fast, so slow learners are carried along. He uses day-to-day examples, and his classes are 100% practical. I need you to imagine being a Just One student again. Imagine you're a Just One student seated in class. The teacher walks into the class and drops a textbook in front of you and says, go and study this textbook. At the end of the term, I'm going to set the exam. And you don't see that teacher again till exam day. Do you think that you would have passed junior WAEC? Let's not even talk about senior WAEC. I know I would have failed woefully, right? But the teacher does not do this. The teacher comes to class every week. The teacher takes you to the lab. In some cases, they take you to the lab. You see how it's done practically. The teacher gives you assignments. You go home, you do your assignments, you bring your assignments for marking. And this is why you're able to learn, assimilate fast. So like I said, I am not into courses. I see courses as a very stupid thing. I see it as just PDF, just textbook. You're like a just one student, you just give textbook and said go. I see it as a stage-to-stage thing. This is why we created a coaching program. If you expect 2K, 5K period, like I said, you can leave. This is not for everybody. All right. So, like I said, there is a way you were taught in nursery school, primary school, secondary school. In nursery school, what they do, they will tell you, okay, take this thing home, go and draw, go and color it. All these things, they have what they do to your brain. I don't want to go into technicalities of teaching and all that. But this is why these things register, and you don't forget that 1 + 1 is 2. Because you did assignments, you had projects that you did. You were not just taught in class physically. There were other things that the teacher had to do. And this is the way your brain has been programmed to learn for the past 14 to 21 years of your life. So why change it? This is why it is hard. When you study all these courses, you're not going anywhere. Why? Because there is no the same principle that you used to learn in school. There is no blackboard for you to learn. We use blackboard. I went to a school in Ababanike, Enugu. We use blackboard and chalk, right? There is no visualization. You didn't learn all these things. You just, all of a sudden, they gave you courses and they expected you to do well. So the first thing you're going to be gaining access to is the whiteboard video training, where I will teach you on a whiteboard, one step after the other, about this thing called copywriting and how you can make a lot of money from it. Even Oluwatomiwa said something. There are some of the things I'm learning in this. Nothing beats watching how it's done. It's 10 times better than reading how to do it. You're going to be watching how this is done on a whiteboard. When you get into the program today, when you get into this copywriting program today, the first thing you'll be getting your hands on is the whiteboard video training, right? There are tons of testimonial. Somebody said, Joseph said, paying for PCI program is the best decision I ever made. Andrea said, I would wake up tomorrow feeling like an ingrate if I don't drop this here tonight. The quantity of value I got on my first day at school feels ungodly, like I stole precious jewels from a store. You need to understand these things, that the reason why this works so well and has helped hundreds of people is because it is modeled after the way you have learned how to learn. Access number 2, weekly coaching sessions. Every single week, we're going to be having coaching sessions like this, where I break things down, give you examples, and answer your questions. You're going to be learning all these things, and you're going to be earning a lot of money. I'll be telling you how to position yourself for the big 5 businesses. How do you position yourself for them? I'll be showing you how to do this every single week. Number 3, copy assignments and review. I'll be giving you assignments. You go home, you do those assignments, and those assignments are what you'll be submitting to clients. Pay close attention. Those samples, the assignments I'll be giving you, go and write this sample, go and put this proposal together. These are the things that you'll be submitting to these businesses. So before this thing gets to a business owner that you want to work with, it must pass through an expert. It must pass through your coach. Right? So this assignment review has made a lot of people successful. Just this thing alone, it has been one of our biggest, right? And number 4 is client acquisition masterclass. This number 4 thing you're going to be gaining access to once you join the coaching program tonight is this. How do you attract high-paying clients? There's a difference between a common client. Like I said, I told you guys I suffered a lot before I realized this. There's a difference between an everyday client and a high-paying client in the big 5. People who are willing to pay you thousands and thousands of dollars. right? How do you get these clients to chase you instead of you always entering their DMs? And even when you enter their DMs, how do you become irresistible, right? And there are a lot of bonuses you be getting. I invite special guests from all over the world. This is Jeremy Essers from Australia. I invite from England, America, and so on, right? They come to teach you about this copywriting thing. There's a reason I invite special guests. Pay attention. Sometimes I learned this proverb in Kenya when I visited Kenya. Sometimes the best person to teach you how to catch the elephant is not just the most experienced hunter. Sometimes it is what? The elephant itself. When this client comes, they are the elephant. Now I'm the experienced hunter teaching you how to catch elephant. Or sometimes the best person to teach you how to catch the elephant is elephants themselves. So because I was voted top 40 copywriters in the world in 2021, I have a lot of influence, right? So I have a lot of influence with these guys. I invite special guests from all over the world to come talk to you guys. You guys are going to be seeing how this works, right? So, and our community, oh my God, the community is where you're going to be meeting some of these white guys, right? Then you're going to be meeting people, successful copywriters, people that have taught and they are making this money, right? This is something I really wish I had when I was starting out, because I felt alone. How am I going to do this? But because of the support, this is why I created this, so that there will be support for you. And this particular community thing alone has helped a lot of people, because you're not alone on the journey and you're going to be learning as fast as possible. Remember, the goal is 28 days. Once you learn 28 days, you start making money, right? So then you're going to be getting the beginner guide. If you have never heard of copywriting in your life, right? You're going to be getting the beginner guide. Everybody gets this. It teaches you the ABCD of copywriting, the very beginning, right? People have used this alone. You can see Alex Wakobi. He used this alone and he made over 473,500 naira. That was when he was making money in euros. I don't know the conversion rates, but yeah. You see that people use this alone, this beginner guide alone, to get it, but you'll be getting it as a bonus tonight. Once you join tonight, you'll be getting this special bonus. And of course, this swipe files, I told you guys that successful copywriters of the past, there are different things. There are different write-offs that they use, right? You want to copy them like past question paper, you copy them and use them to create your own. This is where the money is. I'm going to be giving you over 336 hand-picked successful write-ups. I picked them myself for you. So you're going to be copying them and using them like past question paper to make your own money, right? So once you get into this coaching program, you'll be getting all these things and the bonuses once you get in tonight. Okay? How much does it cost? Everybody is already saying, how much does it cost? The first set of people to get into this program paid 150,000 naira, but you're not going to be paying that tonight before you start shouting. But I want you to paint this picture. You need to understand that this 150,000 naira is silly, right? Because you will not tell me that people who have played it in the past, they did not know what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. The reason these people pay this money is very simple. Statistics by Money Issue shows that if you went to a public secondary school and a federal university, it means that you spend about 1.5 to 2 million naira before you graduate. Then when you graduate, what happens? Unemployment. You spend 4 years in the university, 2 million naira, 1.5 million naira in university, and when you come out, what happens? You're still not making enough money. So if it's now coming to pay 150,000 naira, you just pay 150,000 naira and you study this thing and 4 weeks, you're making money. You see that is a no-brainer, right? So if you want to join my coaching program, it is currently listed on Seller and Stakeout for 70,000 naira. And it will keep going up. It was 50, 60, 70. It will keep going up because it has to go up to that 150,000 naira, right? So, but only for the first 30 people to make payment right now, tonight, now, they are going to be gaining a discount of 49,000 naira. So you're paying 49,000 naira and you're going to be saving 21K because you are paying right now. And not just that, you get my coaching till you hit $500. So there are two things you are gaining right now. Okay, so I'm going to be flipping my screen to the next part, and on that screen, you'll be seeing an account details. Make sure that you don't, pay into any other account that is not Access Bank. So I'm going to be flipping it. Okay, so this is it. Once you make payments, indicate paid in the comments section. Access Bank. And of course, you guys know this, that this is Access Bank. This is a traditional bank. It has all my details, my address in it. So there is no magic, right? This is a traditional bank. Don't pay into OPay or all these new generational banks. This is the bank, Access Bank account, 0071556519. If you're struggling financially, it is a sign that your skill set has not matched your financial needs. Stop looking for the next investment scheme to pump your money into for a quick return on investment. Invest in yourself and your skill set. This is a tweet I made out not long ago, right? Now we're at more than 30,000 followers on Twitter. So I need you to understand this. Like, once you make payment, indicate paid in the comment section. And I have someone here that if you indicate paid in the comment section when you have not made payment, you'll be removed permanently. You'll be blocked permanently. So don't try it, right? So only indicate paid when you have made payments so that we can confirm your payment in the comment section right now. So you're getting a discount, weekly closing session. And remember the special gift that I told you guys. More on this later. This is Precious Asamoah. She was carrying a baby when she came to me. And now she's making good money. She's recognized as a copywriter, making good money. In Ghana right now. And she said something, she posted something on Twitter, said, "You are an extraordinary teacher and mentor. Thank you for believing in me and my colleagues. Thank you for being so kind, gentle, and understanding. If you want to learn copywriting the simplified way, Golibe got you covered." Oh, he even sacrificed his weekend just to make time to review our assignments and give correction. I can boldly say I'm better than I was 2 months ago. Boom. It is that simple. There are tons of people who have used this thing and their life has changed. It is simple. You can screenshot this right now. It is also in blue under your screen. It is also in blue. Make payments into this account and indicate paid in the comment section. Amazing. So, why do I do this? The truth is, I'm passionate about teaching people. If you Google right now on your phone, top creators in Africa, you will see my name there. I was voted top 100 seller creators in Africa for 2022. I didn't start this shit today. I started this 8 years ago. Check my verified account on Instagram, on Twitter. On Instagram, how many followers now? About 20,000 followers or less. On Twitter, 30,000 or so. I didn't start this thing today. Right? So you need to understand something. The Bible says money is a defense. Money equals respect, and respect is security. The reason you are here right now is because you want respect, you want security, you want money. Nobody here right now is extremely comfortable. You are here right now because you need something from this live class. That's why you signed up. That's why you are here. And this year has finished. We're in a new year now. Remember what I told you. Respect is earned and not given. It's not dashed. You need to make moves to earn the respect. Your parents, your partner, they can love you with all their hearts, but they will not respect you. Your husband might look at you and be smiling. He loves you, but doesn't respect you. Maybe because you don't bring something to the table. If you want Maggie, you call your husband. Or someone like me, I'm the first of 5 children. I had to show, it's not about being brother, being the elder brother. I had to show, pay school fees, take care of the family. That is when my respect came. Understand that respect is earned and not given. This is a bank. Once you make payment, indicate paid in the comment section, and that would be it. We'll be confirming payment right now.
I joined Golibe's PCI program sometime last year because apart from the fact that Golibe is one of the best copywriting coaches in this part of the world, he brings other top guys in the game to nurture his students. I gained my first client earlier this year. Guess what? I'm paid $400 per month just to work once in a week. Like this is what you get from learning under Golibe. See, I'm going to be straight with you. If you want to change your life, or you're already a copywriter, but you're not yet very sure of your skill, join the PCI program and you'll be better than 90% of the copywriters out there.
My name is Charika Jude. I'm a banker and an online business owner. So I was the last person to join the PCI program when it launched in June. And since then, I've gone on to make over $4,000 for myself. And Golibe's teaching style is just how we learned in primary school. It takes you back to class, basically. So you're learning how to do things the way you learned from primary school, secondary school, and you're in absolutely the best. His teaching style, his mentoring style.
Awesome.
Top-notch.
So you can see some paid in the comment section. Paid. Awesome. Deborah. Okay. Let's go. So, another thing is this. Lastly, before we call it a night, right? I want to do something for very few people that are here tonight. And this is not for everybody, like I said. It's just for the first 30 people that are here tonight. Okay? So I'm not promising you that you're going to make millions and travel the world like I did or like I have done, right? But in 4 weeks, I'm promising you that I, Golibe Ilechukwu, I will be here to hold you by hand. I will show you how to make this money. As long as you follow my instructions. If you're not ready to follow my instructions, please go your way. But if you're ready to follow my instructions, I will be here to show you how to make this money. And if you don't make this money, you're going to be getting your money back 100%. This is my 100% money back guarantee to you. I, Golibe Ilechukwu, Google my name. I am going to show you how to make this money. As long as you follow my instructions, you're going to be making at least $500 to $2,000. And that is my own promise to you. So it is very simple. If you're interested, simply make payments, indicate paid. You're going to be confirmed, and you're going to be getting on our live class like this. It is very simple, right? And there are plenty recent testimonials. There are tons of them, right? This is Precious Greg. She was offered an option to relocate to the UK as a copywriter, and she'll be working only twice a week. This is Tony. When Tony made money, he messaged me and sent me 120,000 naira saying, "Thank you, boss." This is Emmanuel. Say beautiful email. You're always on point with your, I'm going to recreate this. I'm going from earning stipends to earning 6 figures a month now. There are tons and tons of these people. Right? So, insanity is doing the same thing every year and expecting a different result. Every year, 2022, 2023, you did the same thing. But you're expecting magic will happen. You're expecting that things will change. One day I will make it. One day I'll be successful. How? If you don't change the way you do things now, if you don't change how you invest, where you spend your time, if you don't learn a skill, how would it change? Is this magic? Insanity is doing the same thing every single time and expecting a different result. It is in your hands right now to change everything. But well, you'll be smiling. You'll be taking time to take a decision. The truth is, at the end of the day, is the little things. It's the little things. If you want to make sure that 2024 does not go the same way 2023 went, you need to understand that you have to do something different. It is just that clear. Okay? So that's that. Paid by Noyo, paid by Deborah. We'll be counting down the payments. Once you make payments, it's paid right now. So I will pick it up from there. I have one of my team members. She's currently also, helping take note of Steven. Okay, I want to be sure you guys can hear me clearly. fire emoji section. If you can hear me, let me see some fire emojis in the comment section. Let's call it a night. Okay, so like I said, there are some people's names that I'm missing in the comment section. I can see a lot of paid from Rahim, but I want you to also do something. Send me an email. Send me an email to golibebusinessfiend@gmail.com. I can also see from Destiny. I can see from Destiny. So send me an email, okay, with proof of payment, right? So just screenshot this right now and send me an email. So lastly, before we conclude, information is good, but information alone is not always the answer. This is why I'll be here to hold you by hand. You need to learn when to leave everything and follow who no road. You need to learn when to leave everything and follow who no road. Just like in the Bible. There was a time the disciples met Jesus, and what did they do? They left everything. I think Peter was the fisherman, right? He left his fishing and followed who no road. Pride. See, there's nothing worse than someone who is proud and not capable of providing. Pride doesn't go well with being broke. They don't go well. You need to be careful about that, right? So the clock is ticking. And some people here simply want to learn this. So they will learn another skill and use that skill to make money. Great. Right? I want to round up so that we'll close for tonight. And it's just very simple here. Okay? The best friend of a broke man is an excuse. And the best friend of a financially free man is speed of implementation. Speed. There's this funny comedian, Lai, the funny guy. He said the difference between what someone who has money and the one that doesn't have money is information. There is a reason the person that has money close to you has more money than you, and is information. Another thing is risk, acting on that information. Taking risk and acting on that information. The main thing is folding of arms and saying, oh, one day I will make it. One day, one day. But there's an opportunity in front of you right now, right? Stop making excuses and take action. If I didn't take that action I took by deciding to learn this thing, my mom will still be working a 9 to 5 at her age, working 2 jobs. It is because I said, no, enough is enough. Nobody is coming to save you. When my father died, I thought, oh, my uncles will come through. Nobody is coming to save you. I learned that lesson very early in life. And now, my mom is soft. See, you will not understand the importance of having money until your loved one is in an emergency unit in the hospital. And they say, okay, we have about 3 hours before this person dies, right? All you need to do is make a deposit of 350,000, 500,000, so that we can start the surgery. I've heard this story a million times. And what happens? Your loved one will die because you don't have 500K to deposit, because you don't have 350K to deposit. I made this tweet earlier on, and it's disturbed everywhere. You don't have 500K, you don't have 350K to deposit. Because of that, your loved one will die. God forbid. See, you need to understand that when it comes to fighting this thing called being broke, it is war. It is not a playtime. You can be the reason your family changes, your family story. Only you. It's not a matter of smiling, it is war. That's what most people don't understand. Nigerians, we try to make everything funny. So once you get into this coaching program, you are not going to be paying an extra naira. You can see it in red. You're going to be getting my lifetime coaching till you hit $500. Then you're not going to be paying an extra naira. You're going to be gaining access to all these things and the bonuses, and you're not spending an extra naira after now. So once you make payments, indicate paid in the comment section, then we'll take it up from there. I see paid by Ogene. Okay, I'll also be putting the email in the comment section. Putting it right now. Once you can see it, do tell me. I'm also pinning it. All right, so once you indicate say paid in the comment section, paid by favor, paid by Emmy, paid by Gerard. Amazing. So one thing you need to understand is this. People make excuses and people make decisions. You cannot make excuses and make money. One has to be made. It's either you make money or you make excuses, right? It's either you make money or you say a lot of nonsense. And the truth is, a lot of people will make excuses. A lot of people will say a lot of things, right? But at the end of the day, it takes just one decision to change your life forever. It takes just one decision. And for me, that was this. Now I've visited different countries. Who I be? I came from a single mother. We were living in I'm living in Lekki, in a duplex. See, it takes just one decision. Once you take that decision, make sure you follow my instructions. Just follow my instructions, and that will be all. Right? Everyone has made payments. You get immediate access to the program. Once you send an email, we'll be having our first meeting soon. What's today? Okay. Our first meeting is going to be on Wednesday by 8 p.m. Our first meeting is going to be on Wednesday by 8 p.m. So once you make payments, indicate paid, send an email, right? And we'll be sending you straight. So on Wednesday by 8 p.m., we're going to be having our first class. Awesome. I see paid in the comment section, the top height. I see paid. Awesome. Okay, guys, so that'll be all. Make sure you send an email with your proof of payment and you'll be confirmed. Like I said, this is the only account details I'll be giving to you. Do not make payments into any other account. I am verified on Twitter and Instagram. Don't chat me up on Facebook. I will never chat you up first, right? So the truth is, when you become more and more popular, a lot of people, they try to impersonate you, use your impersonation to do a lot of scams and all that. Please make sure you talk to only my verified account on Instagram and on Twitter, right? So once you make payments, send an email to me, then also send me a message on Twitter, on Instagram to my verified account. Okay? Is that good? Are you guys with me? Awesome. So if you have made payments, I need you to understand something, that the year 2024 is going to be an amazing year for you. The year 2024, you're going to enter it with triumph. You're going to start making money this year and enter next year, the year 2024, with triumph, right? And even when you start this January 2024 is going to be a good year for you. Okay? So that will be all for tonight, guys. That'll be all for tonight. Okay. Let me do something. I'll be doing something. Okay, see what I'll be doing. Some people, they are saying network is bad for them. They are having a lot of issues with making payments. Some have to go to the bank and all that. So I'll be moving the deadline to Wednesday. Wednesday by 8 p.m. we'll be having our first class. So the deadline will be Wednesday, 6 p.m. So the new deadline is Wednesday, 6 p.m. for making payments. I hope I've helped somebody with this. If I've helped somebody, please indicate in the comment section. So new deadline, Wednesday, 6 p.m. Make sure that you don't miss this deadline, because our first class is Wednesday by 8 p.m. Okay? That will be all for tonight. I can still see more paid by Nena, by Delson. Emmanuel. Right? Okay, guys. That will be all. Okay, I'm happy this has been able to help some people. So remember, deadline Wednesday, 8 p.m. That'll be all for tonight, guys. I hope you guys learned a lot. Talk to you guys on Wednesday by 8 p.m. Stay intentional. The first thing we're going to be talking about on Wednesday is, okay, I will not reveal some of it. But Wednesday, we're going to be talking about a lot. Don't miss it by 8 p.m. Talk to you guys soon. Cheers, guys.